Ethan, there's a lot going on the planet. Okay, I was shooting a podcast, so I'm actually oblivious. Maybe people in the chat can update me. What is the latest on the McCarthy saga? The House was supposed to reconvene at 12 a.m. Eastern earlier this morning. We are at round 14. Okay, that's crazy. The House will adjourn at 10 p.m., and Kevin says he has the votes. Got it. Thank you, Themasius. Let's take a look. Let's start off with that a little bit because, that's not live anymore.
Can I ask you something?
What?
I've been kind of following the whole House debacle. Other than it being embarrassing, like, is there, like, I guess I don't understand the significance. Like, obviously it's embarrassing and they're wasting time, but is there something more dire consequence beyond that I don't get?
Well, not necessarily, because as I always say, the Republican policy is like pretty much aligned across the board. Like, there is fundamentally no genuine difference, in my opinion, between like Kevin McCarthy or any other fucking speaker of the House that they would potentially put in Kevin McCarthy's place. The only like main reason why like Matt Gaetz and everyone else is like pushing for this, the gang of 5 or the 20 holdouts, the never kevers, as I like to call them, they're doing it for personal clout, and also some of them are Tea Party guys that love obstructing. And I think they're just obstructing too much. They're so used to obstructing the process that like they're obstructing their own process. But the one major component of this conversation, I guess, that would be unique is that the never kevers have made demands that like they want a speaker who will not raise the debt ceiling, which is like symbolic at this point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like America defaulting on its debt would be insane. It would destroy the global economy, and that like chaotic thing is like unheard of. Pretty much, it's like sometimes utilized as a weapon by Tea Party guys that are like, we want to cut government spending. That's why we're doing this, like to flex their muscle. But they're basically claiming that this is, something that they want to, this is something that they want to achieve, is like they're holding out.
I guess it just kind of underlies that the party is not unified, I guess.
And yeah, exactly. Which is hilarious, because like they have a slim, right? No. The House of Representatives has always had an issue with the Tea Party guys. Originally crafted and constructed almost entirely by the Koch brothers. This coalition of like hyper right-wing anti-government libertarians are pretty much like the real life version of, have you ever seen Parks and Recreation? Ron Perlman. Mm-hmm. They are basically Ron Perlman, like a guy who's like, I want to end the government from within the government. And Ron Swanson.
The boss, yeah.
Yeah, not Ron Perlman. Yeah, Ron Swanson is the guy that, sorry. I don't know why Ron Perlman's on my mind right now. They're basically Ron Swanson, libertarian guy who wants to destroy the government from within. So they behave like that. But of course, that has like real life consequences. So it's silly and dumb because it would like ruin everything. One clip I want to show. I wonder if I can find it. There was a guy, I saw it on the Majority Report earlier today. There was a guy who basically was talking about his own constituents. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'll give you a perfect representation of like this kind of politics and how fucking stupid it is. Okay? And why it's incredibly idiotic. All right, here it is. So they want to make sure they cut the spending, okay? They want to cut spending. That's like their overall goal. Why do they want to cut spending? Nobody knows. Nobody really understands. But here, this is the clip I wanted to show you. Okay, here.
Just not expressing what he thinks he's expressing here when he talks about what his constituents want.
2 years, we have lost our way on spending, printing too much money at our central bank and spending here in Congress like drunken sailors. This bad policy palooza has gone into overdrive in the past 2 years with some $5 trillion of new spending demanded by President Biden and now delivered by the House minority,
You just skip over Trump?
whose own budget
Did
chair
Obama?
famously said there's
What?
effectively no limit to
You're
what
talking
America
about Joe Biden and Donald Trump's. Nobody cares about Donald Trump's spending. That was valid. That was valid.
That was one of the good times. One of the
Of course,
only
this
good
is
times.
madness, and it's not anchored in any economic tenet. And there's not a single one of us here that isn't demanding a return to fiscal discipline. And who can deliver fiscal discipline?
So this guy is a Kevin McCarthy supporter. Okay. And this actually like is funny because like he's literally saying we need to cut spending, we need to do fiscal discipline, and Kevin McCarthy will do it, which is kind of what like the Tea Party Republicans who aren't Kevin McCarthy supporters, the never kevers, are also saying Kevin McCarthy is not going to do fiscal discipline. Okay. They're saying, you know, they're not going to do that. Kevin McCarthy is a pussy, and he won't actually fucking default on the American debt or whatever.
Kevin McCarthy. On the point of spending, let me show you a list of everyone who's written me in the 2nd Congressional District who's asked me to cut spending. I'm holding up a blank piece of paper.
He's saying none of his constituents want to cut spending.
And that's proof that it's a problem because people aren't aware of it.
Just let him cook. Let him cook.
No one has asked me to cut spending in writing.
Okay.
And there are not many people who get a lot of mail in this House to cut spending
Okay.
and to set spending priorities.
Seems you really identified a problem there.
In contrast, we get hundreds of letters asking us to increase spending. But we're at a critical point in this nation's fiscal health, there's one.
He's like,
He
I'm
literally-
here to do the opposite of what my representatives
He
want.
said, yeah, he literally is saying, we need to make sure Kevin McCarthy is Speaker of the House to do what my constituents don't want.
I'm here to do the opposite of what my constituents ask me.
Like, it's so cool. This
What
is
a
literally
stupid fuck. He went there with the blank piece of paper.
This is literally like, this is the Democratic Party, dude. This is straight up such a Democrat take.
Wait,
which
this
is
guy's a
like,
Democrat?
No. He's a
How is it a
Republican.
Democrat
He's
take?
behaving like how Democrats behave, where they tell you, oh, you want free health care? Guess what, sweaty? What else do you want? A fucking unicorn? Like, that is literally always like the patronizing, annoying, paternalistic attitude that like neoliberal Democrats regularly fucking behave like, as though they know better than their fucking constituents about what their needs are.
I mean, we're
and he's doing it from the Republican side.
We're in a representative democracy, right? Like, that's what it is. And so their job is to go represent their constituents, right? I mean, theoretically.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
And he literally just said, like,
That's like an electricity, someone who works for the city. I just went out and cut the power line. I got no requests to cut the power line.
but I did it
And
because I
went
needed
it,
to.
And I said, I need to prove to these folks how much they need electricity. I cut the power line, and now they realize how important it is.
Yeah.
One person to help see us through it, Kevin McCarthy.
Stupid idiot.
I love that. That's like, it demonstrates perfectly how similar this fucking dickhead and the rest of the Republican like never kevers are, okay, with respect to like their perspective on like how legislation should be conducted, how the legislative body should operate. It also is a perfect representation of how like he's just openly stating like, we know better than our constituents.
Right. That's it.
And like Kevin McCarthy will do the hard thing. And that's why it should be admirable.
I bet you, without knowing anything about him, I bet you this guy is like fucking super, or not super, but like probably wealthy, like very comfortable financially.
Oh, I mean,
extremely
I'm sure.
settled. And he's like, we need to stop the spending, folks.
Yeah, because ultimately they want to starve. They want to starve the government, and they
How
want
much he
to.
worth? Look up this guy's net worth.
I don't know who the fuck this dude is, even, by the way, because it's like some, I don't know who fucking.
What's his name? We don't even know his fucking
Hold
name.
on, I'll pull it. I'll pull it right
There's
now.
too many goddamn people in the House of Representatives.
Yeah, there. Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Sort of like fudging around this.
Is it French Hill?
French Hill? What an idiot name.
His name is
Stupid.
French Hill. Oh my
I'm
lord!
about to die on this French Hill.
Let's see. French Hill. He's from Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay. AR2 released the following statement on the passing of Pope Benedict.
I'm deeply saddened by the Pope. There's rumors.
He did what I strive to do in Arkansas. Diddle kids.
I try
and
to
allow diddling of children to continue.
I want to do with the budget what Pope Benedict did with them pedophiles. I want to move them around and make them disappear.
Okay, what is it? He is
What's his net
of
worth?
course, always these
This guy went to
Arkansas
UCLA.
motherfuckers. Yeah, they always
That's
every
so
congressperson literally is the bicoastal elitist shithead. Okay,
He's actually educated.
he
though.
went to
That's
fucking
surprising.
Vanderbilt, dude. He went to fucking Vanderbilt, and then he went to UCLA, Anderson Graduate School of Management.
That's
Okay,
weird. I would assume he's like an uneducated yoki fuck. But
No, they
he's actually
never are.
Hyper educated.
no, they're like rich dickheads that go to like all these liberal institutions and then come back and go, I put a snake skin boot on, which means I'm actually
y'all.
one with the fucking people.
Can I say yoki or is that
I don't
derogatory?
know. Probably not. But yeah,
What's his net worth? I want to know.
it doesn't really show
Just
anything.
type net worth. It's probably some fucking income gorilla or whatever.
I don't know why it like doesn't show any of his like background, but he was an aide to a Republican Senator
He's
John
probably rich as fuck though.
Tower. Oh wait, hold up. He was on the executive secretary to President George W. Bush's Economic Policy Council. Oh, famously a good one.
He was
He's
the
a broke boy. He's a broke boy. So Google says 8 million. Wait, broke boy, dude. Fucking brokey. Fucking
that
brokey.
is such a specific number. What?
7 million. A fucking brokey.
Why is it so specific?
Broke boy.
He goes, unlike my colleagues, I am middle lower class, and
Yeah.
I know something about spending and tightening the budget.
Yeah. What is this?
French Hill.
What is this? Rosendale trolls his Republican colleagues by saying Kevin Hearn. This is from yet.
What's Kevin Hearn?
Oh, they did it again. It's another one that they're. So that's like the fun thing. Lobo started it. Lauren Boebert started this by being like,
Lobo.
I nominate Kevin. And then she pauses and goes, Hearn.
Oh my God.
Yeah, look.
They're so,
They're fucking
I saw Matt
children,
Gaetz be
bro.
like, Donald Trump.
Yeah.
They're doing shtick.
Yeah, they're because like it's all about fucking clout, dude. Look at him looking around. He's like, it's funny, right?
Hearn.
Nice. Killed him dead.
They're so funny. They're so funny.
That was awesome.
Yeah, he killed it. That was great. Are you mad? I got him. They won't let me say the N-word no more, so this is the only type of humor I have going. Cancel culture.
Who is Kevin Hearn? Is that somebody?
Some fucking guy is just like
some rando.
another fucking representative.
I represent Kevin. What was the kid's name from Home Alone? Kevin. His name was Kevin.
I don't remember.
It's famous. Please. What's his name? It was just
Chat
Kevin.
will give it to you. McAllister?
Was it? I represent Kevin McAllister.
Yep. There it is.
Thank you, chat.
Uh,
They're fast.
yeah,
That's
they just
awesome.
picked him because his name is Kevin. That's it. So they can do this like little troll, which is
I
so
represent
fucking stupid.
Kevin Spacey. Kevin
by the
Bacon.
way, so a deal is underway potentially, and it seems like McCarthy has agreed to give the Freedom Caucus the keys of the car on pushing for national debt default, which is spicy. Let's see what happens. Let's hear what Jake Tapper has to say about all this.
It's 13th vote, ballot number 13, and they again did not elect a Speaker of the House. No one got enough votes.
Wait, why did they
right
want to
now,
default?
they are all voting on a motion to adjourn. That is it's the motion right now being voted on. Let's get right to CNN's Manu Raju.
I hope
Manu,
they
we've been doing the math, and it
something.
seems
Wait, why
like
do they
the
want to
task will be
default?
much
I don't
easier.
understand that.
Oh, they just want to blow it up. Like literally, it's just they want to like, I guess, fuck shit up.
I like how he's like, everybody knows debt is bad, but defaulting on debt is awesome. Like, no, that's
It's also
bad.
like it's also one of those things where it's like everybody understands that if you destroy the American economy, like it's over. You've accelerated to the point where like there's no like repairing this at the global level. You know what I mean? It's a fucking wrap.
Easier for Kevin McCarthy to become the Speaker if these two House Republicans,
I'll be back.
Buck and Hunt, who are absent
thanks,
right
I'll
now
take over.
for personal reasons, if they return,
Hey
tell us what's
guys,
going
this
on.
Is my
this is
fucking
exactly
stream now.
why the House.
Pause this shit. I don't give a fuck about this shit. Sean made a big mistake leaving me in here. So guys, I'm gonna be streaming later the CoffeeZilla.
Oh, you're streaming it?
I think I'll do that. Yeah, I'll react to that. So I don't think it's even come out yet.
This guy, bro. You done? Oh, this is
You
zapping.
didn't-
Is it zapping you?
Yeah.
Did you get zapped?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. There's an issue in this room with like. I'm glad that someone else experienced it though, because like people don't believe me, and it gets really fucking crazy sometimes. I think there's like an electrical leak or something. What is it?
You didn't give me much time though. I was hoping to have a little more time
What you can?
to take over.
Yeah.
Smart. Would it be awesome if you came back and you were like banned?
No, it would not be.
That'd
That
be
would be
fucking
like
awesome.
the least awesome thing that's ever happened.
That's,
I think
it's
it's
so
like a-
funny that I could just say something and then you get in so much trouble.
Yes, it's fucking awful. And Twitch has like
It wouldn't
no-
affect me at all.
Yeah, and Twitch has literally no recourse for this sort of thing too. It's
If
really
someone
fucked
just
up.
shows up. And
Yeah.
House is voting to adjourn right now to give time for those members to return. I'm told Ken Buck in particular has a flight arriving back into Washington around 9 p.m. And so they plan to come back at 10 p.m. That would give Kevin McCarthy 2 additional votes. Now, that doesn't mean that he will get there. There needs to be, there's already a furious effort underway right now to get the other remaining holdouts, the two most viewed as gettable, Matt Rosendale of Montana and Elijah Crane. He's an incoming Republican member as well. Both
Look
of
how
them
old that motherfucker
are
Ghouls, bro.
are being lobbied
Look
by
how
the
old. They're
membership, by the
all
top
old.
leaders.
Yeah, they're all fucking ghouls.
These guys, it's so fucked up. Like, y'all are gonna die soon, and you're telling me what to do with the country.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even gonna affect your dead ass. Like, you have 5 years to live, and you're trying to fucking tell me what to do with the country? Just fucking die and let us take it from here.
Yeah. This is a good point, by the way. In 2011, the U.S. credit rating was lowered from AAA to AA plus, AA plus by multiple agencies just because it seemed like it might default on the debt. I'm curious to see how they will respond when the GOP House is promising to default, which is crazy because, once again, if the American economy, if the American debt is forced to default, then the entire global economy falls apart. Like, everything is run off the dollar. It would be fucking insane.
You know what, though? I can see the head. Like, I saw a headline yesterday, like, Wall Street is down on hot job market report because they're afraid of inflation. So they had this great job market report,
Yeah.
and the stock market tanked because of that. So who knows? Defaulting on the loan could slow down inflation.
No, that-
huge dub for the Wall Street.
No, that's
yeah,
definitely
baby, let's
definitely one of those
go.
things where like it's no longer that would be beyond, that would be like a meltdown. It's like nuclear meltdown.
I like how they're like,
to break.
it's the Democrats haven't done nothing good for us. It's the Republicans' turn, and then they get in and get the cars, and they literally just fucking drive off a cliff.
Yeah, because
minute they get it.
ironically, the minute that they get in, here's one way to like also make the debt worse by cutting taxes. And that's ding ding ding, that's the first thing that these motherfuckers do.
That do.
I don't know. I just pressed it.
You don't know what it does?
It's recording somewhere. I guess there's audio recording now for
it's
no
just
reason.
on. Oh.
Oh, I turned it off. Never mind. So basically that's what they do. That's what Donald Trump did. Allegedly, one of the big provisions Kevin used today was to get votes to promise to cut the defense budget by $75 billion.
That's a vibe.
I mean, that's literally nothing. It's like
But they're
shaving with a butter knife.
But they'll be like, we can't give no more money to Ukraine.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. I just don't believe in that, and I also feel like it's like one of those like endless conversations about defund the police, where you're not actually engaging or committed to like any sort of serious defunding, and it's just like taking a little bit off the tippy top that they would have gotten as an additional amount of discretionary spending. You know what I mean? Which is usually how this works. That's what's probably going to happen. Anyway, let's continue.
Break ranks, and I'm told that the concerns that they have raised are political. Crane, in particular, is concerned that if he backs McCarthy, this could hurt him in a potential primary bid in the next cycle. Also, I'm told about Rosendale. Mr. McCarthy, do you think you'll have the votes to be elected Speaker tonight?
Yes,
You do?
Yes.
And you'll be able to flip Rosendale and Crane?
I'll have the votes.
What were their concerns? So there you have it. He said yes, he's got the votes to become elected speaker. If you're still with me here, Jake.
Yep.
He says.
I mean, he said he's had the votes for a while, but and every time he says he has the vote, it just doesn't work. In other words, forcing the vote works. Lemafayao. You guys are so fucking stupid if you legitimately can compare what the Republican Party is doing when their goals are literally identified and aligned with the rest of the Republican Party to the Democratic Party, where like the supposed goals that you believe the Progressive Caucus is supposed to be espousing are aligned with the rest of the Democratic Party. You are a fucking idiot, okay? You are a stupid person, okay? You are a stupid person if you legitimately think that this is anything but like a false promise that's not going to work, and they're going to find a different way to add additional $70 billion cut in military spending, $85 billion added onto the discretionary spending for the military. $800 billion is going to the fucking military every goddamn year. You're not stupid for cutting the military spending. You're stupid for misunderstanding something that is fundamentally not going to happen. And it doesn't matter. I probably now have a 12-month subscriber who's now going to be a lifelong hater, waiting for the opportunity to be like, see, they actually did cut it. Not realizing that a month down the line, they're going to re-add that in a different way. Okay, there are numerous ways to fucking add additional expenditures into the military budget. You are delusional if you think that that is actually going to happen. Literally, look at the war in Ukraine. There was a massive hole in the tune of $52 billion once the Afghan withdrawal happened. $52 billion a year was going into Afghanistan. Now, the $52 billion that like is already paid for through our military industrial complex has to go somewhere else. Where is it going to go? Ukraine. Okay, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
The U.S. military spending only goes up. You're delusional if you think that that's anything but a false promise or just like a false assurance. Those Republicans don't even want to fucking cut military spending. Right. You absolute fucking dingus.
You fucking piece of shit.
He's not a piece of shit. He's just like too stupid and too horny.
Bro.
He's too stupid.
Leave.
And he is too horny to literally fucking have a gotcha moment. Okay, that's it. That's literally what he's doing.
Nice try. Idiot.
Meanwhile, the top of the hour is upon us, and the real gotcha is the 3-minute ad break.
Unless you use that Prime.
That's right. Unless you use your Twitch Primes, or by subscribing for $5 or for free. Twitch Prime is free. Or by getting gifted the sub if you're lucky. Here is the 3-minute ad break now.
So there's just like
Megaphonics, thank you for the 5. Travis Cat, thank you for the 5. Paralapse, thank you for the 5 gifted.
Allowing the subs are left or can watch us right now.
What? No. Everyone can technically watch us. It just like depends. Usually most people just have like ad block. Yeah, so they don't even see it.
I thought Twitch
Twitch is super aggressive. They literally shut
really
down
slick.
pretty much most ad blocks.
Because whenever I open your stream and I have ad block, they fucking serve my ass like a super long ad. Like, they get it. It's actually super, like, they're too aggressive, in my opinion. Yeah. Because sometimes I'll go to your stream and I need to refresh or something, and they hit you with like a 3-minute ad.
So that is a pre-roll. I don't want that. I literally am like, stop serving pre-rolls. That's outside of my control. But this 3-minute ad break that I do at the top of the hour is like completely within my control. I mean, it's a contractual obligation.
Fine, you know what I mean?
But like, at least I'm, launching it. I'm telling you it's happening.
The thing that I don't like is how something happens and you have to come back within like a minute. Like, they know that you've been served an ad recently. Like, give me a fucking little bit of grace, Twitch.
Yeah. Also, Young Spicy Meatball, thank you for the 5. Axman Richie, thank you for the 5. Trismatics, thank you for the 5. And Tamana, thank you for the 5. Miss Pasta Bod, thank you for the 5.
Thank you for the gift.
Yeah.
The words of ninja.
Yeah. Thank you, Fahey894 for the 5. Get the subs as well. Okay.
When is the vote on the...
It's going to be at 10 p.m. tonight, so it's going to be 7 p.m. Our time later.
He has the votes. Tonight he has the votes to be elected speaker. That is new.
The other day, they just adjourned till...
Some days they just like want to blow through it. Other days they successfully, I guess this day, they successfully struck a deal. So they were like, fuck it. We're going to, we're going to adjourn till 10 and then vote for it. Tiny type horror show. Thank you for the 5 gifted.
He has not been saying that so far. In fact, for some time, Kevin McCarthy has been saying that it's unclear when he would...
Salt Lake City got sentenced to 6.5 years in prison.
For what reason?
For wire fraud and money laundering.
That's crazy. Is that the Wendy's lady? The one that's all on all the Wendy's ads?
Food? No, that's.
I don't watch anything like that, so I have no
not her.
idea.
Jen Shaw, 6.5 years. Bye.
Yeah.
She was rich. She was stealing money from elderly people.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Awesome. And she was flaunting like extraordinarily wealthy on the show, like designer, everything, fat house, like living large. And in one of the episodes, the fucking police come to arrest her ass during an episode.
And they shot it? They kept...
It's all... And she gets a phone call right before they arrive. Like, oh, something came up. I got to go. So somebody tipped her off. And she dodged the fucking police raid.
That's kind of fire. That's fire content in general.
Salt Lake City, Housewives of Salt Lake City is so good.
That's cool.
And now
okay,
she's going to jail for 6.5 years.
Let's finish this and then we'll get to stuff like that. Okay, let me just because this is the main like serious news story of the day. I just want to blow through this real quick.
Yeah, that's what he said last night. That's what he said this morning. But now you have Kevin McCarthy saying that tonight he will have the votes to be elected Speaker of the House, and that would mean that he had to flip some members somehow, some way.
Okay.
Those remaining holdouts, so as we're talking about Elijah Crane as well as his incoming freshman, Matt Rosendale of Montana, both of them had expressed concerns about the politics of supporting Kevin McCarthy. Crane concerned about the potential primary impacts he could have in the next election cycle. Rosendale is eyeing a potential Senate run in Montana. He wants to stay to the right of any potential opponent there. One of the Montana potential opponent there, Ryan Zinke, also an incoming member, is supporting McCarthy. So there you get some of the sense of the politics there. But McCarthy doesn't seem too concerned. I just asked him about Rosendale and Crane. As you heard, he didn't really.
I mean, he never seemed particularly concerned, even when he clearly should have been concerned. So I don't fully understand why this is any different. But I guess like they know something that we don't know, because it seems like they're now in unison, collectively stating that like Kevin McCarthy definitely has struck a deal. That's what's happening. No Ethan no more? Yeah, dude, he's gone. Like, what do you mean? He just left to pee, you fucking freak. Holy shit. Calm down, okay?
Quite say how he's planning to get those members, but there are lots of different scenarios in which you can get there. Some may vote present to lower the voting threshold, and then getting these two members back who support McCarthy are essential. But right there, Kevin McCarthy,
I covered the Andrew Callahan NPR interview already.
He believes that after all these failed ballots, one after the other, this historic speaker's race, more than 100 years here, that he will finally get the votes to be elected speaker. After we've seen, it's been 100 years since we have multiple ballots in an election. Kevin McCarthy feels he's there tonight.
That's right, Manu Raju. It is huge news and a very lucky Friday the 13th for Kevin McCarthy as of right now. Not just luck, obviously, a lot of wheeling and dealing and negotiating. Right now, Kevin McCarthy is within grasp of the House speakership. He has 214 votes. He only needs to flip 2 rebels of the remaining 6.
2 rebels. I love that. Here are some of the concessions and promises McCarthy has made over the course of the negotiations. Here's a bullet point. Here's a list. Any member can call for a motion to vacate the speaker's chair, which, you know, I think it's fun and I like it. McCarthy's leadership pack won't play in open primaries in safe districts. Okay. They're like, you know, basically making sure that they're making sure that they basically fucking protect their positions. Hold votes on key conservative bills, including balanced budget amendment, congressional term limits, and border security. Okay. The congressional term limits being held is so funny because like it's not going to pass. But, you know, I'm glad that they're like at least getting an assurance that they'll put it to the fucking, they'll put it to the test. A debt ceiling hike must be paired with spending cuts, which is not necessarily a debt ceiling hike in and of itself or actually forcing a default. But, you know, symbolic assurances, which kind of makes sense because like they were never going to. Oh, my God. Scum art. He's very quick with it. The fastest in the fucking game. Yeah.
Is that how you guys see us?
I mean, he made you a skinny. He made you a skinny legend. You gotta go. Yeah. Also, get closer to the microphone. So, you're muted. I muted you.
That could be why.
Yeah, that was the reason I muted you. Oops. My bad. But yeah, this is how they see us, yes.
Okay.
Basically. That, by the way, a repeat of that will not happen today. The angles that you're posting on your Instagram.
Oh, Bobby Lee posted that, fucking trying to humiliate me.
I'm not even kidding. Like, first of all, one, you're a skinny legend. Two, you have no bad angles on this broadcast. I made assurances like ahead of time.
See. Yeah, I mean, no, it's a good angle. Yeah.
Yeah, I have only good angles.
Just
top down angle on the podcast too.
I noticed that. That was
yeah,
good.
we have only good angles.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I get fucked over so many times with that.
If you want to see the angles, if you want to see the skinny legend thrive, the episode will be out on Monday. Okay. All right. But yeah, some of the assurances, move 12 appropriations bills individually, more Freedom Caucus representation on committees, including House Rules Committee, which is pretty funny. They're like, they just want more representation. Cap discretionary spending at fiscal 2022 levels, which would amount to lower levels for defense and domestic programs. Hilarious. They're like, come on, let's just cap it. Let's just, let's not add additional funds to the, $1 trillion budget. Okay. Allow 72 hours to review bills before they come to the floor. Give members ability to offer more amendments on the House floor. Create an investigative committee to probe the weaponization of the federal government, which is the FBI probe. This is going to be the FBI Hunter Biden Dick Committee. Like, why did the FBI not release Hunter Biden's penis photos to every single person so that every single American saw Hunter Biden's girth, length, shaft, ball hairs, all of that? Restore the Holman Rule, which can be used to reduce the salary of government officials. I am fully on board with that one. And this seems like the end. This seems like the end of a chapter here, where the forcing the vote has, in the eyes of some silly billies, been a profound success. As though all of the goals that they are posting, all of the goals that they wanted, are not directly aligned with the goals of the Republican Party as a whole. And if you cannot comprehend why that is. If you cannot comprehend why that is literally dramatically different than trying to get Medicare for all passed, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. With the only exception of like the military budget being cut, that is like something that is truly against the bipartisan consensus in Washington DC. However, having said that, it's still not going to be, it's still not going to dramatically reduce military spending.
Clearly, we found a way to provide a broader consensus for our governing coalition as a result of this process. Ideally, it would have been done ahead of January 3rd. But the upside for the American population and frankly the world is you see a little bit of how this is done. It's a little bit more collaborative than I think a lot of people realize. And so we really do have a consensus on how we can move forward. Hopefully that means we can move at a faster pace than we would have otherwise been able to do. And these last six people, maybe there's a way for them to not actually vote for Kevin McCarthy, but to provide a logic for why they've been reluctant to support him.
You notice there's like white people, they're so white they turn red.
It's like an older white guy thing. I think it's an older white guy trend.
I'm red.
Clearly been very firmly, Congressman, in Kevin McCarthy's corner during this entire fight. Do you share his confidence right now that he will be elected Speaker of the House tonight?
Did you post a tweet?
Oh yeah, I responded to
he hasn't earned the job until
he's earned all the votes. I was trying to juice your stream.
And that's yet to be determined.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think we're all optimistic that that's going to happen here at 10 o'clock when we call.
Oh, what the fuck!
I said that to Ela last night.
God damn it, dude!
I go in my.
I don't even know if I can look at this on the stream, dude. What the fuck? I guess I can.
I like whenever I'm on Twitter, I just go through my camera roll and post whatever, and that I said to Ela last night on the treadmill. So I thought, you know what? Let's get that exclusive content out there to juice the stream.
Hell yeah.
Show it, bro.
I don't know if I can.
Show it.
I guess there's no TOS in it.
That's what my bottom angles look like.
That's hot.
Ela liked it.
Well, I mean, I think she's a bit biased. Being the mother of your children.
Well, hey.
Like we know she likes it.
Yeah.
Please tell Ethan he got me hard. There you go. Tom Hecker was
Thank
hard.
You, Tom Pecker.
Tell him to cover him up, slut. That's what they want. They want you to cover it up, slut.
By the way, that photo is now going to be used by like every alpha male.
It's like photos that you post of yourself as a joke. They literally always use it against you.
Has turned personal, and that emotions have run
this is
very
going to show
high.
up this week in Manosphere.
Oh yeah,
post about me.
Yeah,
awesome.
All right. You seem to be bored. I kind of want to. I love looking at like a little bit of Fox News just to see what the fuck they're saying.
I didn't bored. I was just reposting
Jim Jordan
shit.
has said he doesn't want the job. He wants to head up the committee, Judiciary Committee. But all the people who are left, the 6, have all voted for him. So in a way, he could be a negotiator, kingmaker, come Sunday on your show.
That's right. Jim Jordan is going to be with us exclusively, and we'll talk with them about how all of this has come together, what it was like in that room, how they got these final votes, if they get to them tonight. And also, you mentioned him going to chair the Judiciary Committee. Republicans have promised all kinds of things, investigations of Hunter Biden and other people. So they've got a lot to live up to. Is that going to be a net plus or minus for Republicans if they spend their time on that when there's going to be criticism from Democrats that it's Benghazi 2.0, we need to handle inflation? Where can we work together?
And fair and balanced, you have Ro Khanna as well.
We do, and we're going to talk about the border and why now the president has decided to go there. So we're Democrat or Republican, our panel will talk about it all.
Okay, Shannon, thank you.
See you then.
The December jobs report suggests the labor market may be...
Okay, they're moving on from that. All right, kind of whack, kind of weak. They're like they took the W and they're moving on. Let's see.
There are still 6 never Kevins. Let's see how never they are.
Bro, I
to
can't
Congressman Davidson's point, though,
I think never Kever is better than never Kevin, though. Honestly,
is a way to save face. They can still not vote for him, but they can get out of the way. Congressman Davidson used the word collaborative. That what we have seen this last week is collaborative. I would use another word. It's been ugly. This is not the way Kevin McCarthy wanted to get here. And I think the real question is going forward, is this what we're going to see over and over?
I thought about that when McCarthy came to the mics and made that comment about, well, it took this long, but now we know how to govern. And, you know, I that's certainly a good way.
It's just like the obstructionist party is doing more obstruction, and one of the goals was to like be able to have the tools to do successfully more obstruction, and basically they gave him that. Okay, I'll come back to this later, obviously when there's more details on it. But since Ethan is here, since Ethan is here, we're gonna have a little bit of more. We're gonna have more lighter coverage on the broadcast rather than like the congressional intrigue. And one of the things I want to talk about, obviously we're not going to do the CoffeeZilla one because you want to do it yourself.
Is it out?
I think so.
Let me just see. A little teaser.
I think the video, ending. No.
Oh no, that's from two. So I don't. It didn't drop.
Is it out?
Yet.
No, it hasn't dropped yet. Someone in the chat said
it's going to come
did.
out today, or maybe if he just dropped it. Sometimes it takes a minute to show up.
Yeah, it's not showing up on mine.
I'm going to post to the Ethan Klein channel. Maybe I'll just do a reaction to it and post it if you want to watch that.
Okay.
Ethan Klein channel. I'll promote that.
Keep it.
Ethan Klein channel.
Okay, hell yeah. He said keep it like Ethan's body weight. Yeah. I mean,
people started calling me Ethan. I like that.
You are a skinny legend, dude. It's not even a joke.
Thanks, bro. I still have a long way to go though, because I'm at like 2, and like theoretically, my healthy body weight is like 180.
No, you got a ways to go, but like he's a huge dub, dude. You got to take those dubs where you get them.
I do. Thank you.
Take those fucking dubs where you get them. Okay, we're going to do before we do Logan Paul. Then, are you familiar with the Idaho murders?
No. What was that? No, I'm not.
Okay, we'll do some more.
I want the Idaho murder. I love that.
Okay, before we do that,
what's the Logan Paul stuff?
The Logan Paul CoffeeZilla update is that CoffeeZilla said he's going to do a response video to Logan Paul's shitty response, which we were going to watch. The other one is like Aiden Ross Nelk Boys crossover with Andrew Tate.
That I'd love to watch.
Yeah, we'll watch that. We'll watch parts of that. Do you want to watch Matt Gaetz talking about why Trump is wrong to support McCarthy?
Okay.
No.